Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is an entry onto the Seeds playlist. We will be taking a look at David's reduced sodium. So I have been mentioning in passing that the new directive, I'm going in line with the new directive. The new directive is basically the idea that I need to start opening products earlier in videos. That said, when I opened up the seeds in the last review, the ranch, earlier in the video, it blew up in my face. Seeds are not a good thing to be using while trying to go over nutritional information. They're not like soda pop or beef jerky even. So I'm going to run through everything before I throw any of these in my mouth. This is basically their original with less salt, okay? That said, there are only 2 ingredients listed on the back, just like the original, and that is sunflower seeds and, yes, salt. So we will see. I know what the levels are for both. I will be telling you the difference between the two. Both are a lot of sodium, okay? Right up front, both are a lot. Like, a lot. Only in my world would this be considered like the healthy option, because it's my world and that's how I roll, basically. So you're looking at a 4-seamed bag. It does have a Ziploc. This one is engaged. If it's not engaged, it does not matter because this is a sealed seam until you rip it off. All right. Reduced sodium is shown. The regular David's branding. This is the packaging branding now. The net weight being 5.25 ounces or 149 grams. All right. Quick look information, nutrition information there that nobody's ever going to see on this package. And then you do have a window. Now, with the glare, I'm not quite sure what you can see there. I'm not sure if it really matters because most of you have seen a sunflower seed before, hopefully. All right. Jumbo's denoted. I am only doing the jumbo. As of right now for David's, I'm only doing the jumbo size seeds. Their original size seeds are basically sort of touch and go as to what they're releasing anymore. This is where this brand, this is the future of David's. This right now is what they're going for from here on out. Now, how long the regular size seats hang on? They may hang on for a little while because some of the smaller packages are only in those and not the jumbo. I guess smaller seeds make more sense for much smaller packages. But for the purposes of us here, I'm just doing these because this has the largest flavor. This is the largest flavor line. This is the biggest line within David's. All right. So on the back, you have their little write-up. You have some promotional stuff. You know, it's basically saying that the company was started in 1926 in Fresno, California. That is no longer the case. This is made by I always get it messed up. Conagra. I don't know why that's so hard for me. Conagra Brands, which is based out of Chicago, Illinois. All right. So the nutritional information now, they have per serving and per bag. I am only doing the per bag because there are only 2 servings in the bag anyway. So calories, 430. Total fat is 36 grams, which is 46% of your daily. Cholesterol is 0 milligrams. Sodium is 4,000. Yeah, you wish. 4,600 milligrams of sodium, which is 201% of your daily. Total carbs is 9 grams, which is 3% of your daily. 5 grams of those pre-said 9 grams is dietary fiber. That is 18% of your daily. Protein is 18 grams. And then over here, right there, is the best buy date, which is January 17th, 2021. Sodium, for the bag, again, in case you missed it, is 4,630 milligrams. Let me get it real close in. It's that big looking number there. Now, compared to their regular original, that is a big change. It's almost 2,000 milligrams change. The original is 6,360 milligrams, which is 277% of your daily. This is 4,630, which is only 201% of your daily. So for the person that mentioned in the comments of the original one, or one of the previous reviews of seeds, it still has a ton of sodium. Not that I doubted you, but yes, a ridiculous amount of sodium still present. So now we shall get into it. There's some other stuff on the back, ingredients. It's literally two things. It's right there: salt and sunflower seeds. Reverse order. Conagra brands. And then what else? Gluten-free, because that's important, or at least the international food industry would like you to believe so. Eating instructions for... Look, if you need instructions on how to eat a sunflower seed... Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not going there. Questions or comments, and kids' safety, which I've seen on these repeatedly, but I've never actually read it because I am not a kid. Sunflower seeds are never recommended for infants or toddlers, as the seeds can pose a choking threat to their safety. That's an odd wording. As the seeds can pose a choking threat to their safety. The seeds can pose a choking threat to their safety. Couldn't we just go with the seeds could pose a choking threat? Or skip choking and a threat to their safety? Okay, never mind. All right, and this is how my videos end up being like 18 minutes long, because I get tied up on the details. So there's two notches that you're never going to be able to see because I can hardly see them here in person. All right? And you rip it off, and hopefully David's has got their bag right, and they do. The Ziploc is engaged. As I said, this is a seal seam at the top that I just pulled off. I get these things out of boxes locally, so usually the hanger hole is still filled in there, but you can sort of see it. It's a hanger bag. Locally, these retail in a local ShopRite for about $1.69 or $1.79, which isn't a bad deal. They last me about 2 nights, about 3 hours a night. So it depends, though. It varies a little bit. Okay, so it smells like the original jumbo seeds. Now, I'm sort of making a joke, a laugh out of the reduced sodium aspect. But in reality, although it's still a ridiculous amount of sodium, I am going off the numbers for the entirety of the bag. And this one is close. It's about 1,800 milligrams per bag less than the original. So as long as you're not eating the entirety of the bag, that does work out to quite a difference. So let's get some out. I normally don't dump into my hands. So that's what you're looking at. They are good size seeds. Visually, originally, I checked out regular David seeds, the old line, and the jumbos. And visually, in packaging, like in the bags, you don't notice the difference. But there is a big difference in the mouth. You definitely notice in the mouth the difference between the sizes. So, I mean, they obviously have variations. But what you're looking at with my pinky nail there, They're a pretty good sized seed. What the heck is on my nail? That is paint. Doing a little painting. Yesterday, actually, which is why I'm surprised that's still there. So, pretty salty still. I suppose in a way, not as much as the regular jumbos. But still real prominent. It's one of those things where like, oh, this is just as salty, and then you think about it, you're like, no, actually it's not. The taste, although salty, is a little rounder, not quite as sharp cutting. The seeds flavor itself is the same nutty, plain Jane original. All right, so I mean, they're all right. And as I said, as long as you're not eating a whole bag at a time, it is nice having a lower sodium amount. That does work out. Now, it's slipping my mind at the moment who would be really paying attention to sodium counts. I guess it could be any number of things, but something that's popping into my head that I'm not sure about because I personally do not have any issues with it, I guess is blood pressure issues. You'd be watching sodium. But if I'm right about that, then there are, I don't think David's makes them, but there are like low salted or minimal salted products. I believe Trader Joe's has one. If you have Trader Joe's, I guess they're coast to coast. They're out there though. I know for a fact they're out there. Okay, so I mean they're all right. I'll use this bag up. They're okay. You know, they're just sort of a rounder tasting original. It's just the edge is taken off it a little bit. They're still salty. I like sunflower, and I don't think I've ever explained this. I personally like sunflowers because it keeps my mouth busy. And the saltiness. All right. Now, I usually lean sweet with dip, but the saltiness is a plus to me. And guys that are doing naturals, that are maybe doing them a little bit too much in their downtime at night, try sunflower seeds. It'll cut you back. Anyway, this has been my review of David's Reduced Sodium Jumbos Original. They're all right. But just keep in mind, less sodium or reduced sodium is still a ton of sodium. Anyway, I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. I do hope you all are well. Do take care of yourselves. And as always, God bless.